When you realize what the quote, "Wherever you go, there you are," means on an experiential level, you really start to question the purpose of your life. Especially if your inner world is not at peace. You begin to realize that no matter what you do, or where you go, or what you get accomplished, no matter who you meet, or what you gain, there will always be the sense that there is something missing. You may even start calling it human nature, this feeling of lack. We always want more. So that's why there's this constant angst for the next thing, or why there's this constant thinking and searching for the perfect future. You see, I believe the answer has already been found by many. And I think you know this too, deep down. But it's easier to say that those people are crazy, or that your way is the right way. No one is suffering on purpose, and those who cause suffering can only be doing it out of ignorance. They don't know what it is that they're truly doing, because everybody wants good, even if we don't know what good is yet. Wait, do you hear that? There it is. Nothing. We all emerged out of nothing. But how could there be something from nothing? This great nothing is what all form has risen out of. And this nothingness exists within you too, if you allow yourself to see it. Let's take a peek. I want you to guess what your next thought's going to be. Like a cat waiting at a mouse hole. But the cat is your awareness, and the mouse is your next thought. Ready? Try to see what your next thought is going to be now. Did you notice anything in that instance? There it was. It was nothing. The moment right before your thought came up, there was an instance of nothing. Longer for some, and shorter for others. But there it was. Only your awareness experiencing nothing. Experiencing no thought. But we should come back to this. For now, let's return to our original premise. So will we never be satisfied with whatever we do? You will find yourself there after you've done everything, exactly as how you are finding yourself now in this present moment. Yes, there may be some glimpse of excitement or novelty for some time. Maybe new or better emotions and feelings will be there, but you will always return back to some other form of baseline thoughts, feelings, and emotions that regulate and course through you. And once again, you'll be thinking about the next thing or be stuck on something that happened in the past. But again, there is a way out. You must realize that you will die, and that the only thing that exists is this present moment. And this is not a cliche. People think being present means just making the most out of now so that we have a better future. But thinking this way is literally going to pull you away from being present. Presence has nothing to do with a better future, because there is no future. There is only another present. You will always be stuck forever in this timeless presence. It's literally the only thing you will ever get to experience right now. The only future you get to see and the only past you get to see is all right here. It doesn't actually exist. It was just another present, and it will only always be the present. The future you're talking about is some sort of problem solving or planning. You're trying to think of different scenarios to live through in your mind so that you can prepare yourself and react in ways in this present for another future. But when you constantly live like that, stuck in the future, you're here instead of here. So instead of experiencing 99% of life, you're only experiencing 1% right here. And when you're in your past, all you're doing is ruminating, also again problem solving to figure out how to avoid mistakes you've made before. But when you are always there again, problem solving, you're missing on 99% of life. And the 99% that you're missing out on is where joy, happiness, and a true passion for being alive comes from. A lot like what you experienced when you were a child. Anything that your mind does is to solve a problem. The mind is actually an amazing tool, but it has one purpose: to solve problems. And it will try to solve anything you throw at it. So when you find yourself thinking about the future or being stuck in the past, you're giving your mind a problem to solve. But when you stop trying to solve these problems and realize there is no problem in this instance, even if something bad was happening, even if you were being attacked, that is not a problem. That is just a situation that you get to do something about now. Problems only exist in mental time, and problems are something your brain tries to solve. I'm not saying to never think or solve problems, but only do it on a practical, useful level. If I want to plan my workout tomorrow, for example, or plan how I want to get my assignments done for work or for school, then I will use my brain to solve that problem, and that's it. There is nothing else to solve. Once I solved my problem, I stopped thinking about my problem, and I stopped using the brain for its only function, which is to solve problems. Thinking is for that reason. The types of thoughts you have when you're present are much different than those kind of problem-solving thoughts that can only exist in the future or past. The thoughts you have and the feelings you have when you're no longer solving problems and you're just present are only experiential types of thoughts and feelings. And those are the feelings that give you passion and purpose of life. It gives you vibrancy. The present is the most holy, the most high, and the only thing that will ever actually exist. Because the present is both nothing and infinitesimally small, that it is both nothing and everything at the same time. Just as you experience nothing while waiting for your next thought, you can experience the present in the same way. Be here, be now, be. Nothing else matters, because nothing else exists. The future is only in your mind. The past is only in your mind. The future you experience will be no different in essence to what you are experiencing right now. You are already perfect. Don't you see? Everything else is just mind stuff. That's why it doesn't matter what we do. The only thing that matters is how we do it. How we reach our goals is what matters. The end never justifies the means, because there is only the means. Do we reach our goals through struggle, constant hustle and grinding, or do we reach it through the highest quality of now? Is your drive to the office or to school or to your significant other's house just a drive to get there? Is it just the means of getting from one place to another? Are you half unconscious while you're driving? Or are you experiencing the joy of being in an evolved organism that came from the soil, that tamed metal, took prehistoric remains to build a contraption that does your bidding, all while surrounded by the most intelligent creatures ever known to exist, driving alongside with you, floating on a wet rock in the middle of nowhere with nothing else around us for millions of miles? Everything becomes magical again, and your life has meaning again when you realize that now is all you have and ever will have. And you can only experience the now by not intellectualizing it, but only through a pure perception of it and a timeless awareness of this present moment. And then you do that again and again and again for the rest of your life. Thank you so much for being here with me and listening to that. This stuff is truly moving to me and beautiful and inspiring and life-changing. And I don't know if I am honestly getting it through to you guys the way I'm saying it, but I'm saying it from real passion. So I would love for you guys to stick around, subscribe, like, comment, get my stuff into the algorithm so it can be shared and viewed, because this is so fun for me. I love making videos. It's awesome. It's such a great creative outlet for me. And I believe my message is good, and I want my message to help people because it has helped me. So thank you again, and I hope to see you next time.